Okay, I'm going to try and attempt to do a video of this Chinese diesel heater. It's not cheap, they're alright, they're good ones, these are. And I want to try and make it as, how can we put this, safe as possible. Let's say safe as possible. I keep getting this, so I did one about, is it safe to use in your house? I personally said no. Well, you could, but I wasn't going to take any chance. So what I want to do, I'll just bring the light on this. Okay, so I want to take this exhaust off. Alright, from there, I might have to take the casing off, I think, to get to that. I can get to it. I might have a go like that, okay. But I want to do a good job, so I might take the casing off actually. And I want to exchange this exhaust for one I've got over in there. I'll show you that now. But what I'm going to use, yeah, for that one over there, a long one. There's one up there next to my other diesel heater, which I've had for about 4 years now, 5 years, 4 years, like that. So what I want to do is, using this, okay, exhaust assembly compound, asbestos free it says, which is great, and one of these really super duper 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 Jubilee clips, which you'll need a T-bar or a ratchet to fit. I'm going to have to take it apart, but I don't think it's not going to go through the hole anyway. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to take the case off and I'll come back to you in a minute. I will put a link in the description where I got these from, or the cost. These are off eBay anyway, but you can get them all over the place, Amazon, whatever you want. eBay, £4 something, and they were about, I think, up to £4 and above. These are supposed to be really strong and good, so looks like they could seal the pipe right. So that's what I want to do. I want to seal this pipe, and then I'm going to fit on the side, or glue it on, or put something on the side, a carbon monoxide, I think it is, tester, and I'm going to leave it on for an hour and see what happens in the closed room. All right, let's get on with cracking this case off. What is there? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's 14 screws, so it's a bit of a pain in the bum. 16. Forgot the ones in the bottom here as well. We're nearly there. Undo the fuel. And we should have liftoff. I haven't forgot anything. Oops, sorry about that. There we go. So of course, put the lid back on. We don't want to spill any fuel. Turn it round so we can get to it. I'm going to tip it against the wall like so, and I'll bring you in. And here we go. That's what we're gonna. That's what we're looking at. So we're going to undo that first of all. I thought it was going to fit. This one here, and then we're going to undo the exhaust mount here. That could stay. It depends if I can get this off. Yeah, it's not a. No, there we go. So that's pretty clean. That's what we need. The whole thing's. This has been absolutely brilliant. This machine. This is a 5 kilowatt, by the way. So the idea is we're going to put a new, like you said, exhaust pipe onto here. We're going to coat that with a small amount of this exhaust assembly paste. Okay, up to, what does it say here? There we go. Seals joints during assembly, withstands up to 1000 centigrade. Okay, like I said, it was about £4.90, and then we're going to fit one of these. It's supposed to be super duper. We call them Jubilee clips in the UK. I don't know what you call them elsewhere, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to fit one of them. These look pretty substantial, by the way. All right, okay. Let's get the new exhaust lined up. Okay, so I've copied the original the best I can, put a bend in it. This is just slightly longer. Well, I'm not really too worried. We'll see how that fits like in a sec. That's an absolute perfect fit. What I'd like to do is put some bigger skids on the bottom of these. That's what I think I might be just doing. That. Put some skids on them, pieces of wood or whatever you want, or metal, whatever you want to use. But that looks alright to me. That looks pretty good. Okay. Okay, with this sealant, directions for use. Ensure joints are clean and free from loose or rust. Apply paste to the surfaces to be joints, I presume both surfaces, and immediately clamp together before curing takes place. Start vehicle or engine, well, start the heater of course, allow it to idle or tick over, whatever you want to do, and it should cure. So I'm going to use a small amount, but I'm using gloves because it does say it can be irritant on your skin or your eyes. So I've got some goody gloves. Pop that in there like that. I'm going to use a tiny amount. I'm going to put it on that surface there, so I'll zoom into that first. Give me a second. Boom. Here we go. So I'm going to use. So look. But this is quite the exhaust I'm using. Like I showed you, it was quite a long exhaust. So. Oh, it's quite sticky getting. You don't want too much on this lower part here because you don't want it to go inside the port and then cause like how can I say you know, like a rough surface for the gases when they're coming out through here to sort of get onto. Right, a little bit more. I'm going to put a bit now on the exhaust itself inside. So I'm just going to grab that. You probably can't see that. Hold on, let me come out. Alright. So I'm going to put, ooh, stay there boys, stay there. Just a tiny, like I said, we don't want any rough edges, that's the word. It said it does expand as it gets warm. Alright. Next thing is just try that off, and then we're going to put our clip on. So we're going to line this up, turn it round, and I want it so I can get to the clip like that. So I'm going to put it on. Hope this is the right clip. You know, it could be the smaller one. Hold on 1 second. Okay, this is that's the one. I picked up 3, so I'm saving you guys a lot of money. Let's see if it fits now. Hold on, let me just, before it gets too dry. Bring it in a touch. Oops, sorry, excuse me. Right. Right, there we go. I'll explain in a second. I'll just tighten this up. Come down a little bit. Right. I'll give you the measurements for that in a second. We're going to go mad with it because I could really give it some stick, but I want it to grip. Yeah, these are good. I don't want to break it, so I want it really tight. Okay, right. So I bought 3 of these clips, 3 different types. I wasn't too sure on the sizes. The first one I just tried now was, I picked up the wrong one. That one is 21 to 23 mil. It gives you the options when you're going to buy them. Okay. The other one is 21 to 23. 23 to 25 and 25 to 27. This one is the 23 to 25 mil. Everybody's thinking doing the same job. Okay, put the lid back on the gasket glue, and hopefully that's going to dry nicely. Doesn't matter, we can start it up in a second. I'd like to try. I'd like to show you. I've shown this in other previous videos. These plastic pipes, they're all right. I'm not too keen on them. I might, when I get round to it, I've got some spares, and I might put a piece of rubber with 2 clips on, and then it goes to a solid pipe. But at the moment, it works, and I'm not really bothered. Right. On that note, I'm going to get the casing back on, and then I'm going to fire up. I might even put an exhaust. We've got one of these exhausts. I've had this discussion before. One of these, let me just come out for you. And some of them you can see straight through. This one has got baffles, or a baffle of some sort. Can you see that? Yeah. So I might just put this on as well. Might do both actually. One without and one with. We'll give it a fire up and see what happens. Right then, let's get the case back on. P.S. And I know you saw me struggling putting this tap back on, this cap. This is why, for some reason, this inner ring, this black inner ring, seems to expand. Let me just get that in focus. Seems to expand and come out. So what I've done, just get a screwdriver, push him down, okay, and then by magic, woohoo! There we go. So that's the problem if you get one that's not sitting properly. That rubber seal has expanded and come out. All right. Okay, all back together. So put the gloves off and let's get this ready for firing up. Okay, before we fire it up, I just want to show you we have a Fire Angel carbon monoxide detector, and we have a Nighthawk carbon monoxide detector, and I'm going to put them right on the edge, so if any smoke escapes from the exhaust, it's going to come out. Or I can put one on the other side, whatever, but this is the most prominent side because it's sort of lining up this side anyway. We're going to fire it up, put them right close on because this is where the vents are. It'll pick up any detection of carbon monoxide. Is it monoxide? Because there's 2 in there, carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. Anyway, well, this is the poisonous gas. This can actually kill you. Just for the beginners, red to positive, black to negative. Negative is the one with the little line, and the positive is the one with the cross. Not being rude. Okay, let's just wait for it to fire up. You'll hear the pump click in a bit. There we go, pump's kicked in. Hear it ignite. Not a single smell. So far so good. Let's have a look. If we've got any fumes coming out down the bottom there. She's kicking in. Okay, so the air vents are getting nice and hot now. You're going to get a slight smell of, I'm not going to put it, burning as such, but it's not burning as in, it's the exhaust is getting hot, and this is a new exhaust, so it's burning itself clean. Do you see what I mean? Let's have a look. Right, take him off there. Okay. Going to whack it up to full now. 4, 5, 6 is maximum. You can see with the lines are going across. That's getting nice and warm now and toasty. I cannot smell anything except for the exhaust burning off its residue. It smells quite nice actually. Okay, so it's been running what? 2 minutes now, just about. I am toasty warm. It is beautiful. These are fantastic heaters. I can see why people want to heat their homes with them. Now, I'm not saying put this in your home, right, at all. What I'm stating is I'm trying to make it as safe as possible. Now, if I was going to put this, I'd put this in my outhouse with these 4 tubes here linked up to 1 tube, or you can even buy, you can change the front of that for a single one, and I've got them anyway. So I might just do that. I'll do that in another video if you wish. But what I'm stating is people are going to use these because they're just, the price of fuel and what is so high at the moment that they can't afford it, so you can't blame them. So my video is actually based on the fact whether you're going to use it in your home has got nothing to do with me. I'm not saying put it in your home. I am not saying put this in your home. What I'm saying is I'm trying to make it as safe as possible by using techniques that I know or I have learned with the gasket glue and the better Jubilee clip, so no gases, hopefully no gases, will escape from the exhaust port into your home or wherever you're putting it. That's all I'm stating. I'm not saying this is safe to use in your house or anything like that. That said, I'm tempted. I am tempted. No smell. The exhaust is getting nice and hot down the bottom there. I'll show you that now. There's my exhaust, and that was the smell from before. You can see it changing colour. You can see that it's going to a goldy colour. Yeah, can you see that? So that means it's getting hot and it's just cleaning up any residue. That was the smell. It's like dust burning off, okay? So apart from that, we're going to leave this run for an hour. And that's going to come out. I'm going to let it run for an hour with both carbon monoxide. I keep forgetting. Carbon monoxide detectors on the top, and you can see them working. Let's do a quick test, just so you. There you go. Working beautifully. I know the other one, the far one, works because that even goes off when I'm using a small gas cooker in my van. So that's how sensitive they are. All right, come back and see. Okay, so I'm going to cause a bit of back pressure by putting the exhaust manifold. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Wow, that's a difference. That's a big difference. Quiet. Turn it around a bit because underneath is a drain hole, so if we get any moisture it'll pop out through there. That's made a big difference. That's quiet. It's been going about 3/4 of an hour. Still no alarms. See how warm that's got already. Look at that. That's the moisture. Wow. Right, let's go back inside. I can't hear any alarms, so I don't think there's going to be any problem there with the carbon monoxide. That is quiet, considering what it was like. I'll probably say I'm 5 meters away. That wouldn't annoy anybody. That's good. So yeah. Now this one has got the one with the you can't see through it, so I don't know what the difference is. I might have to test that one day. Okay, back inside, lovely and toasty and warm. So putting the exhaust on the outside will cause more back pressure and still no alarm. So I'm going to call it quits, and I would say this is a pretty safe bit of kit. Now I'm not saying put it in your house, what I'm saying is it's a pretty safe bit of kit. Seal it, put the new Jubilee clip on, whatever you want to call them, and it seems to be working absolutely beautifully. Would I use it? Yes. Right, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and a like. That would be great. It helps on YouTube and the algorithms. Take care, love you all, and we'll definitely see you in the next one very soon.